what does that matchup look like?
I think Pikachu would have the advantage if not for the extreme differential in weight and kill power. It's one of those on paper versus in practice style matchups where it really looks different in theory versus what you're going to see on your screen. So I would say it's one of those matches that could go either way.
All right, let's find out, man. Either way, whoever takes this, I believe it's going to be a very exciting match. Game number 1, Hammer versus a Reaver. Reaver, of course, the Pikachu player. Final destination, I think they ended up here. I think, I don't know, who do you think takes it on Final Destination? Pikachu's not going to have as many places to quick attack cancel. You know, movement's a little bit limited, but Bowser is a relatively slow character, so it might not even matter.
Sure, the jungle game is also going to be a little bit easier for Pikachu here, being that there are no extra options for Bowser to escape to. And, of course, that zoning game, as we see the Thunder Jolts coming out with all that space between them, could work out in Pikachu's favor. That said, I think the grapplers are generally very good on FD.
All right, well, let's see what happens. That Fling Breath not going to stop Reaver from getting back to the stage. Oh, I like that little jab. Went for the turnaround grab. Didn't quite get it. I know Bowser's pivot grab range is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, all his grabs are super good. And we see the percent advantage going to Reaver very early on, but just a couple grabs can turn things around here for Hammer. And I'd say Pikachu is certainly much closer to dying right now.
Yeah, that's super scary, man. Playing a character like Bowser, playing a character like Donkey Kong, at this percent, like, I really can't get grabbed here. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, 71%. We're approaching that dangerous threshold.
And he's always looking for it, too. The way he's moving, you can kind of tell. I'm sure Reaver realizes that also, just trying to create some space with those Thunder Jolts. Going in for the grab out of nowhere. I like that, though.
That's
Sometimes
how
you got to mix it up.
Yeah. If you grab them first, there's often not so much they can do, especially because they have huge grab ranges. A lot of attacks on their shield are not safe where they would be on other characters. So, yeah, sometimes you just have to beat them to the punch and get that grab. We're going to see Reaver take the first stock.
Yeah, even with Bowser's insane weight, that Thunder just has so much base knockback.
And there we go with
it
no
doesn't even
rage.
matter. It doesn't even matter.
Going to make that a clean kill confirm. And it's dead even. Despite Reaver hitting Hammer, I want to say 20, 30% more.
It's so funny, though, because if he didn't get that KO, Bowser wouldn't have lost his rage, and Bowser wouldn't have been able to do that, you know?
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword, man. I feel like this is one of those games where either you two-stock them or it's going to be super close. I said that before, and it still holds true an hour and a half later.
No, it's very close right now, 49-44.
Oh, Bowser so terrifying out of shield and in a tech chase situation, being that he has so much range on that grab. Sometimes he could cover multiple options with it.
I don't think Reaver can take another grab here, Max.
I'm not sure. I think he is still within the up throw to up air percent range.
Oh,
but
that
again,
was
these
risky.
grabs.
That was so risky, dude.
The bravery from Reaver.
Yeah, I like how he's not being too afraid to go in there. You know, if a Bowser player smells that you're afraid of getting grabbed, he's going to adjust his play. So
now he certainly will not die to up throw up air, but there's a ton of other moves that Bowser can use to eliminate a stock right now, even forward air by the edge.
Yeah, congrats. You've eliminated one of Bowser's like 10 win conditions or you know KO attacks.
And that's why even though he's not the best character, he's certainly one of the scariest.
Absolutely.
Okay, that up B not quite going to kill, but even approaching the range road, that is going to be one of those things you have to watch out for. And God forbid you do anything on this man's shield, but a whipped command grab on the ground. You usually see Bowser players go for that in the air.
In the air, so yeah, you know, it'll cancel the recovery the command grab usually has. Not very often you see it on the ground, and that is exactly why he's going to punish with that up smash, and Reaver will take game number 1.
Okay, so final destination out of the picture. I feel like that kind of works to Hammer's advantage, being that he doesn't have to get counterpicked here now, and he doesn't have to run all the way across the stage to catch a very quick character, but stages with the platforms will certainly be working out for Pikachu too. Those quick attack cancels, we didn't really see them as a factor in that first match, but now that kind of opens Pandora's box for Reaver. Let's see how it's going to play out on Smashville. Kind of tricky to platform cancel on a moving platform.
Yep, very hard. You know, if you're not practicing it, I think this matchup on this stage might be a little bit better for Hammer, like you were saying. He's going to have an option, an extra option to land when he. But I guess at the same time he gives Reaver that option as well.
Right.
It's crazy though, you know, the amount of grabs we saw coming out from Reaver in game number 1. That's it's just so risky, but it was working out for him.
And it's strange to play anti-grab with a grappler character because they don't have the quickest normals in the game. So sometimes it's hard to stuff that out.
That tech chase situation going to get a wake-up attack from Hammer.
Oh, the balloon! But
but
it doesn't matter. Hammer.
That's what we were talking about, dude. One of his KO options gone, but it doesn't matter. He has 9 more.
And even if they're not exactly good moves, they're strong enough to kill you by surprise. And now Hammer building quite a lead here. If he gets a grab, that's going to be another 20% or so.
Yeah, and there's that falling command grab we were talking about, automatically canceling the recovery of the command grab. I'm surprised. Maybe it was a misinput in the first game because you never see the Bowser do standing command grab like that.
And Hammer doing one into the ground. You saw it cancel, and he spot dodged the grab attempt from Reaver there. I feel like he's adapting to the situation. Just even if you don't have the boxing tools to get away from grabs, use your spot dodge.
You see Hammer looking for those grabs here. I think Pikachu's at that percent where that might be the end of the stock.
64 and some rage. I feel like one more good hit and a grab is the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, you see him. He's only looking for that grab. Needs to remember, do have other options, but I don't think, you know, he's up for stock, so it might not even matter. Great air dodge on that Thunder. The late air dodge going to keep him alive.
Not sure if he was outside of the percent window
What a game.
or if he just did it a little too slow, but there we go. Hammer showing that his character is the up throw master. Don't even try it,
What a
kid.
game, dude. Like,
Talking about Smash 4 or that match?
That exact situation right there, right?
Yeah. Man, I feel like that's why I love this game so much, because you're never sure what's going to happen.
Bowser and Donkey Kong, man. Greatest characters ever created. You just win whenever, you know, sometimes you just win.
Just press the win button. It's the purple one on the back of the controller. All right. Not to say this set is over by any means, though. Reaver did manage to take a game at the beginning, and I'd like to see some more stuff from him that was reminiscent of that last game. It was the forward air pressure, I feel like, that really kept him in the game. Bowser, even though he's able to shield grab a lot of moves from very far away, multi-hit moves can kind of throw your opponent's timing off. Pikachu's also very small and hard to catch. So I feel like he needs to rely more on those things, and especially on Battlefield. Now he has the edge cancels completely available to him. So we'll see Pikachu at its peak right now.
On top of that, you know, those wide blast zones from Battlefield are going to keep him alive a little bit longer from those up throw to up airs.
For sure. If you can survive one of those that tips you over the percent threshold, Battlefield is definitely the place to do it.
Yep. And I think he's definitely going to use those platforms to his advantage when he does not want to get grabbed. You know, he's going to be nowhere near Bowser throwing out those Thunder Jolts, just circle camping those platforms.
Pikachu with pretty devastating grab combos of his own at low percents. Those are going to stop working fairly soon, though. And, of course, the damage that they tack on pales in comparison to that of Bowser.
I love this. He's just going to space out his aerials in between these platforms. Bowser's going to have a really hard time catching Reaver if he does not want to get caught.
Bowser being such a big body, also extremely easy to combo. Pikachu's strings are going to work on him a lot longer than most other characters. Seeing that Thunder Jolt spacing, just trying to stay away from Hammer, out of the clutches of Bowser.
He doesn't even want to play this game right now. He just wants to rack damage past that percent where the up throw to up air will work. And then he'll start playing, looking for that KO attack. Maybe Hammer, on the other hand, really having a hard time catching Pikachu on the stage, man. I'm surprised. I wonder what his ban was.
Yeah, I feel like, oh, the triplats are separate here in Canada, so it may have been Dreamland.
Canada, I knew they had some crazy stuff going on, man.
Okay, here comes the up throw. The up air not going to kill. Smart by Reaver to jump out of the setup, though. If he had been a lesser player in that moment, he would have gotten sat on a second time.
Yep, you know, now that I think about it, though, even if, oh, the dare, oh, the worst way to go out, man. Yep. Some characters can recover from that, but not Bowser.
That was definitely techable, but it didn't look like he was going to get hit into the stage.
Yeah, that was a really weird interaction. I don't blame him for not taking that one.
And here we go, Battlefield coming into play, as you mentioned, DC.
Yeah, that would have been the end of his stock on Smashville or, you know, Count City.
And I believe even with Zero Rage, 103 is too high for Pikachu to get caught by the up throw to up air. Okay, a down smash, arguably Bowser's worst move, whiffed on the top platform. And Hammer looks like he's really trying to peel this stock off at all costs.
Yeah, Reaver sitting in a really good position right now, has the stock lead, doesn't really have to play the game if he doesn't really want to. Ooh, the Bowser bomb, is that going to be enough? Wow.
Yep.
The
So
silent KO, I love those, man.
And that's another benefit that Bowser gets from this stage. It's not all about Pikachu here. Having that higher elevation for the Flying Slam could really work out for you, get some earlier kills.
I love that. Instead of tucking, covering his landing with the side B, just in case, you know, Pikachu's in that area. It's a free grab, man.
And I like the coverage, too, from Hammer. He went for a jab and, anticipating his opponent to fear a grab, chased him with up B, which outlasted the spot dodge. Very tricky stuff here. And too many of these ledge hop side Bs are getting Hammer caught. A little bit predictable, making his return to the stage.
Yeah, but he's not out of this just yet. You know, rack up maybe like, what, 20% more on Pikachu, and now you're in the danger zone.
Yeah, 41, he could die to forward smash, but fortunately for Reaver, that's not the easiest move in the world to land. Just has to get All right, has to avoid being put in that 75 to 90% range, and we're just about there at this point.
Oh, he wants it, dude.
That was the clutchest spot dodge of all time.
Oh! I like it, I like it, I like it. Reading that spot dodge. But it's not going to, he gets the weak hitbox. Not going to be enough. Now it's trying to space him out the back airs. I think he's switching. Oh, he's switching it up, dude.
That might be it, and it will be.
Oh my goodness gracious. He hit it with the old school Brawl Kirby strategy. Space out those back airs, and when your opponent least expects it, run in there with the grab.
Yeah, man.
Amazing play by Hammer in a scary situation, man.
That was super close.